Hello parents, my name is Michelle Thompson. I'm the teacher at Dodea Virtual High School for your child's online AP Stats class. I wanted to introduce myself to you and provide some information that might be useful to you and your children. I've been teaching here at the virtual school since 2014 with an additional 11 years of experience in the classroom. I went to high school in Southern California and attended the University of Tennessee, where I received my bachelor's in math and master's in education. I began teaching in Ohio, but currently reside in Northern Virginia near Washington, D.C. So based on my experience, I have found that students do best on the AP Stats exam and in the class as a whole when they read and reread the textbook, practice a lot, and ask for help. Students should be using the roller coaster book pictured here as their main textbook and the zebra book only as supplemental. They need one of these calculators, which is a TI-84 Plus or Plus CE. And this is just an example of some work that they should be showing, not just writing an answer down. So here are a few things students can do and you can help them with. First, students should ensure that they're following the assignment schedule. Each module will have an assignment schedule with deadlines for the CFUs, textbook work, quizzes, exams, and other projects or activities. If students are not following the schedule or not following it in order, that could actually be one of the reasons they're having difficulty. For example, if they decide to leave all the CFUs and textbook work to the end of the module, they will not be getting enough practice to thoroughly prepare them for the quizzes and exams. Students should also check their grades in Schoology and GradeSpeed every time they log in. In Schoology, they can click on the Grades tab to see if I have left them feedback, and that way they'll know if they need to correct any assignments. GradeSpeed is the official grade book. Please note that dates in GradeSpeed are for data entry purposes only. They should be following the assignment schedule for the proper deadlines. I usually send progress reports weekly. If you haven't received one, then the email that is entered at their school needs to be updated. Communication is really important since we don't see each other face to face, so students should be reading my announcements in Schoology, which appear at the top when they first log in. They should be checking messages in Hangouts and their student account often. If they need to get a hold of me, I prefer Hangouts first, but they can email me at my work email. If they're struggling with anything, whether small, big, they should contact me immediately. I'm happy to provide one-on-one help or tips and other resources. The online lessons have recently been revamped. This is a good resource for students, but should not replace the textbook. The online lessons have a glossary with all the pertinent vocabulary, TI tips with working examples, self-check quizzes within the lessons, and videos. The videos I have created correspond to each chapter of the textbook that students might find useful. Many students have commented in the past that this has been that was a big savior for them. Included are examples that students can use to practice with an explanation of the answers. Two additional resources I wanted to mention. Actually more than two, sorry. They have guided notes and outlines as well that are provided in the course resources in the class. And then also these two websites that can be useful to you. So I'm going to show you what they look like. The first one is Khan Academy, and here's the website up here. Students can create a login, and then they would go to courses and choose AP Statistics. And then from here, they can choose to do a test, like an overall test, and it will eliminate the topics that they already know and then just highlight those that they need to cover. There's video explanations and lots of practice problems. The other one is stattrek.com, and when they click in here, on the left-hand side, it says AP Statistics, and they can click on the tutorials, or they can go right to particular practice here. So AP Statistics, it will give them topics written down and some videos, and give them practice problems as well. I would highly recommend students use the resources within Schoology first before they use these outside resources. So here are just a few comments that I had from students last year, and I know it's going to be small, so feel free to pause this and widen the screen if you'd like to read them, but this is from students' own mouths, and if you look through it, you'll see that many of them do find that the class is very useful. It's very real world. It can be fun and it's challenging. But at the same time, I'm also here to help them, and I encourage them to ask lots of questions. And this is just particular advice that students from last year are giving students in the future. And if you notice, they range. They talk about the book, using the lesson videos, to ask a lot of questions, to make sure they review some of the same things that I've been talking about. So as I tell my students, the road can be difficult. There can be stumbling blocks along the way, and there likely will be, but they can do it. They can keep moving forward, ask me for help, and they're not alone in this. I am definitely here to help them. They will succeed as long as they're willing to do the work. My email here is listed. Please feel free to contact me through the year with any questions that you have, and I look forward to a great year.